guys, and welcome back to the Repster, where movies and entertainment are our reputation. So I don't usually do videos like this because basically this is going to be a discussion on the new Spiral trailer that just dropped. I don't really like judging movies before I actually see it, but this has been a franchise that has stuck with me since the first Saw film came out back in 2004. This series, this franchise, has been like the Mac Daddy of them all, of all the horror movies that I've ever seen. Mostly because of its twists and its all around gore. This series is pretty much what coined the term torture porn. It's one of those that every year, because they used to come out every October, every Halloween, from 04 to 2010, I believe. And like, especially with the first 7. And it would be like a national tradition of ours, of me and my friends. When it would hit October, I would call everybody up and say, well, it's that time of year again. Drop what you're doing and let's go see this new Saw movie. And that's basically how we were every year. And then, like, the last one, Saw the final chapter came out, which was mediocre, which was okay. And then they stopped him. And then they came out with Jigsaw about 7 years later, 2017. It was okay. But then we started hearing about this new Spiral film that stars Samuel L. Jackson and Chris Rock. How can I start this? Again, I don't want to judge it. I'm still going to see it, and I'm still going to review it on here. But one of the main reasons that made Saw really great, especially to me, was the great Tobin Bell, who played the Jigsaw Killer and was pretty much the main focus on just about every single one of them. Because he would be the one that would test people, that would put people through these situations. And his acting skills, the way he would proceed this character, pretty damn intimidating. I'll just say that. When this new Spiral film started getting announced, people started buzzing about it. I started reading up about it. And then when the first trailer dropped, it looked pretty interesting. But then as I started reading the credits and delving more into it, I started to notice something different. I started noticing that Tobin Bell possibly won't be in this. Now, okay, I get what they're trying to do. I get that they're trying to expand the universe. Like with everything else in Hollywood nowadays, with the MCU and the DCEU and all of that, everybody wants to cash in on that. But here's the problem. It doesn't always work. Now, I'm not saying that this will fail. I'm just giving you my honest thoughts on this. And because I've been such a fan of this franchise from the moment the first film hit theaters in 2004, I didn't think I was going to like it at first, but then my friend told me how good it was, and then I started getting into it, and man, was I not sorry for that. I was definitely not sorry for that, but again, I'm not trying to degrade this film because I don't like judging movies before I actually see it. But we had such a crappy year, and it was going to come out last year. Because of this virus and everything, it just put everything on hold. And in my case, really gripping the seats even more because I want this to be good. I want it to be good, and I want them to respect the material. That's all I ask. Knowing that the great Tobin Bell might not be in this might be a little refreshing, but to me, it's going to be like a freaking fly that just keeps on circling my head and won't go away. I won't be able to shoo it away, because I'm just so used to it. Like when you grow up with a certain franchise, and I know things always change. They always have, change beget changes beget change. I get that. But it's just the fact that, growing up with a franchise that you know so well, as like, in my case, I was like in my mid-teens whenever this franchise started. And on through that, all those years, just getting used to it, just getting used to how the Saw movies was going and the direction they went, and seeing the great Tobin Bell, doing his thing. Again, I'm not going to judge this movie before it comes out. I just hope that they respect the material enough. But again, I'm not saying that this is going to fail. I'm not saying that this is going to be a successful, especially in this day and age. But I just want it to be good. You know, when you go to a movie, no matter what it is, you always want it to be good. And that's why that saying goes sometimes that you shouldn't really have high expectations. And I'm going to try not to with this film, just in hopes that I'll be able to enjoy it even more. But, you know, I like Chris Rock. I've seen his past stuff, and it'd be interesting to see him in a film like this. And Samuel L. Jackson, of course, he always had his work cut out for him. Seeing him in a role like this, I mean, it's still different, but he has his work cut out for him. So I think he's going to do pretty good in it too. We'll just see. It hits theaters May 14th, as if this stupid virus don't mess that up again. But anyway, I just wanted to get my thoughts. I don't do videos like this often because, again, I don't like judging a movie before it actually comes out. That's why I kind of stopped doing trailer reactions. And I just wait till the movie comes out in theaters and just review it head on. Which, again, I will do. But I just felt like I had to get this out because I've been such a fan of this freaking series since the beginning. It's just one of those franchises that always stuck with me. I know it's not for everybody, the whole torture porn thing and stuff. But, you know, again, I hope it'll be good, and I hope the best. One thing I'll say before I close this. This film is directed by a well-known director that was not a stranger to the franchise named Darren Lynn Bousman, who actually directed Saws 2, 3, and 4. So that's another thing that kind of gets me comfort. It's done by a guy that's not a stranger to the material. That has been a part of this franchise, like, even though early on they switched directors after 4, but Darren Bousman, he's actually one of those that has been in this franchise since the beginning, and I think he was like still a part of it even after 4, even after he got out of the director's chair. So again, that's another comfort to me, knowing that a director is not a stranger to it. He's actually returning. So that gives me comfort. So Spiral, have you seen the new trailer for it? What did you think of it? Is this your favorite franchise? Are you looking forward to this? Leave me a comment down below and give me your thoughts. Stay tuned for more videos and reviews coming soon. Like, subscribe, and comment if you haven't already. And thank you so much, guys, for hearing me rant. And I'll see you on the next one, whatever it may be. Peace the rip out.